get the first game of this
we are back and we
Game
are
On
about to
5K
get the first
started
game of
again
this
for that team versus Raid Animosity.
5K started.
We'll see what sides these guys are going, but between these two teams, I've never seen any of these players. You haven't seen these players, so it's going to be pretty exciting to see. This is the first time they've ever played a game on, so we'll see what these guys can do. They are very eager and ready. I can tell you that just by looking at them on stage. So I'm going to take over Crawcats. Why don't you take us out, Robin?
All right.
So I'm going to take over Crawcats. Why don't you take us out, Robin?
We could start with why you shocked or shook, bro? That's all right. He's gonna be running the ASM with the stuns to rush those hills. Hopefully, they know their spawns, they know their rotations. Most of the teams I saw practicing, I mean, they had some wacky setups for these hills, but he's gonna hop right in the hill. He is gonna pick up that hill. He's just gonna be holding this down. He's peeking all the corners. He got another pick and he gets picked off. So now we're gonna switch on to Eddie, who he is gonna be running that bow. He's gonna be angering these spawns, holding down the map pretty well. He's getting those nice picks outside of the hill, and he's keeping the spawns for his team so they don't lose control. And the other team does have control of the hill right now. He may get picked off. I don't think he will be, but they need to do something, get pushed in this hill. They are losing by almost 20 points now, exactly 20 points. So we're going to go on the Squidwork. He is going to be running that ASM, pushing hills, getting objectives, and slaying outside the hills. The hill has switched off, and what do you think about this match so far?
Well, I'm actually kind of shocked right now because Work and Eddie Hu, they're actually veterans. They play a game on all the time. The other two teammates that they have, I don't know if this is actually a pickup team. Raid actually looks like a full team to me based on their gamer tags. But actually, I'm really impressed the way Raid's playing right now. They came to win, dude, and they're controlling and rotating extremely well. But I'm looking to see a little bit more from Work and Hu. Just being that they're veterans, they know the type of game on atmosphere that we do here. But they are coming back, as you can see. It's only 45 to 34, so they are creeping back, and the hill was contested there for a second. But Ray's right back in there, man. Right back in there, and they've already rotated, so they only got 5 seconds. Probably going to get some scrap time, but if I had to guess, they're probably already over there right now.
Well, you can tell that Raid is already a really well-composed team, and you can tell they put a lot of practice in because they're getting their rotations down. You hear some yelling from the other team there, but Sentinel team is holding this hill down pretty decently. As I say that, though, Atlas does take the hill control back. They're winning by almost 20 points now. They know their rotations and they know their spawns, so they're gonna have a pretty good time holding these hills down. And it's not gonna be too hard to get the breaks for that Atlas team. But Sentinel is just getting picked off one by one here. They're not doing too well as Raid Super is going to be holding down that hill. He's holding it down fairly well by himself. You're going to see some rotations now to the next hill. The next hill is in 6 seconds, but one does get picked off on the rotation. But AZ, I don't even know that full name. He is going to get picked off in the hill. I thought he was going to get that kill, but ASM1 had him beat. See, the Atlas squad, they are holding these hills down so nicely, and their rotations are perfect. So pretty much, they're always going to get the Sentinel team is always going to get beat on that rotation.
That is absolutely right, Rival. If you don't rotate and you don't get in those hills fast enough, you could end up getting just slaughtered. But it's also about winning gun battles, too. I mean, you got to win your one-on-ones. But, the biggest thing is that and rotating, of course, in Hardpoint. And Detroit is one of those maps, man, that you have to get those rotations because if you don't, you get behind the game, you're just going to fall too far behind to catch back up. But there's still plenty of time in this match. There's 6 minutes left. Raid is 103 to 72. I don't think this is anywhere near over. I think that Sentinel, that team can definitely bring it back. But they like I said, they just rotated right now. So if they can hold this for the entire time, that would be absolutely key and absolutely huge for that team squad.
Yeah, This hill right now is one of the most important hills of this entire game for this Sentinel team to come back. Even though Raid does take that hill, actually, the Sentinel team is going to take it back. So that team doing a pretty well job holding this hill down right now. Raid is going to have that anchor position, holding down those back street spawns, and Raid doing a pretty good job just slaying outside of the hill, but inside of the hill, Sentinel is winning. So they have made this comeback. Like Dustin said, this was far from over. I mean, this hill, like I said, was pretty huge for the Sentinel team. They've held this hill pretty much the entire time. I don't know, African, he's been slaying out inside this hill. He did just get a kill on his teammate, and he did just get picked. So that kill on his teammate did shut him down a little bit, but the next hill is going to be coming on right here.
Man, let's take a look at your scoreboard right here with Why You Shook, Bro. 16-5, leading his squad. Work right below him with 18-6. But they are starting to win gun battles, man. They're starting to rotate. They're starting to get these hills, and it's now a very, very close game. But they can't, they can't get. But as you can see, it's just back and forth right now. They're just contesting these hills. This is an extremely good matchup right now. Both teams, even across the board. And if you look at the scoreboard, as far as the KDs, they're all pretty much, 1 or 2 point deficits. But right now, just barely. That team is your leader right now, but still very early. There's 15 seconds on this hill. That team needs to rotate to keep that lead, and Raid needs to do the same. And this hill is the worst one in the entire map. It's going to get contested left and right. You're going to see people dropping like flies. It is just mass chaos in this one rotation.
Like you said, this is a pretty good matchup. It's really just going back and forth at this point. Earlier in the game, Raid was holding down hills a bit better, rotating, and Raid does get that all 4 dead. So pretty much Raid has this hill currently. Sentinel team is going to push, but Raid Super is holding this outside hill down pretty well. No player is really standing out over other players, which is what you want to see in a team. That pretty much means that everyone is working together as a team, which means it's a pretty good matchup overall. You see Raid Super actually having 25 kills, just slaying everyone pretty much. Sentinel team did just lose that hill, but I don't think it matters at this point. You're going to see some rotations over the garage. Shook does get picked off as he was trying to rotate. Eddie Who gonna try and go back and get those spawns. Is throwing a few pre-nades into the hill so his team can get that easy push, and hopefully the Sentinel team can break this hill.
Man, this game is so close. Not too shabby for the first match of the day, but we are playing a best-of-5 tournament, so you got to win 3 to advance to the next round, and we will be sending 2 teams home today. So this is a double elimination bracket, best-of-5. But man, I love starting this tournament off with a match like this because it is neck and neck. There's still plenty of time on this hill, about 20 seconds, which is huge. But it's only a 2-point difference right now, which is just insane. I am absolutely loving this matchup right now. Let's take a look at your scoreboard. Work with 26 and 22. Daddy, how do you say that? Daddy, Franken? African? All right. We're just gonna call him Daddy. Yeah, he's second on his squad, and then you got Raid Super and Raid Paradise leading their squad. But man, I'm just looking at these kills and these scores, and it's just like, look at all the caps. Work is literally doing work for his squad when it comes to the objective play, and we are still within just a few points of each other with a minute 30 seconds. It's about to get real intense in here, rival.
Well, as you said earlier, Eddie Who and Work being veterans of Game On, we're talking about them needing to step up, and that's just what they did, actually, because I'm pretty sure Eddie was getting some good picks early on from outside the hill and anchoring pretty decently, but it just wasn't enough to carry the entire team. But I think the whole team has got their head in the game now, and I mean, 189 to 198, pretty close game in my opinion. This Sentinel squad did just take the hill, but it's not really going to matter because there's only 4 seconds left. The rotations are nice from Raid. They're probably going to get this hill for the first about 10 seconds. Yeah, he does get those picks outside of the hill, and this Sentinel team is doing. It's pretty hard for them right now to push in this hill. Raid is doing a nice job anchoring and holding these spawns. The Alice team did just lose the hill, so that is pretty big. It's contested right now, and he picked up the 2-piece. He did get the 2-piece, so that is going to be African picking up that nice 2-piece to save the hill for them. That is going to be hill control for Sentinel. Actually, it is contested, and it goes back to Sentinel.
Oh my God, there is 9 seconds left, and it's just within a few points. Can that team get in there? 3, 2, 1. It does not look like it's over. Raid takes the first map. What an incredible matchup. Man, I love starting a tournament this way, Rival. I cannot wait to see the next map, man. Let's see. Actually, now that I think about it, what is the next map? We got Riot S&D, being that it is a, a best of 5. So we are going to take a quick little commercial break here. We'll be right back. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you in a minute.